Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today on the Brio Tribe where we talk about everything finance and wellness. My name is Sashoy and today we're going to be diving into paying ourselves first. Yes, paying ourselves. And you might be thinking, how am I going to pay myself when I can't even pay all my bills? Well, stick around. We're going to see how paying ourselves can help us to build wealth and retire early. So remember to like, subscribe, and let's get into it. So the concept of paying yourself first has been around for many years. It's nothing new. Throughout this video, I am going to be referencing to one of my favorite books. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm going to put a link in the description box where you can listen to the audio on YouTube, or you can find it on Amazon or probably in your library. But I encourage everyone to have a read. It's a very good book. This book is a collection of parables from like 4,000 ancient Babylon days. So this theory, it has been around for a while. These parables were collected from a poor Babylonian who used these techniques to become the richest man in Babylon. The main takeaway from his advice was to pay yourself first, live within your means, invest in what you know, and save in long term. So we're going to explore these a little bit more and see how we can take some of his advice and incorporate it into our life. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. What is paying yourself? So paying yourself is basically taking a portion of your salary for yourself before paying your expenses. So I'm just going to read a bit from the book. For every 10 coins thou placest within thy purse, take out for use but 9. Thy purse will start to fatten at once, and its increasing weight will feel good in thy hand and bring satisfaction to thy soul. Basically, what this is saying is that if you're making $1,000 per week, you should take 10%, and 10% from that will be $100. So every week you keep taking $100 for yourself. You're not doing that. You're not spending it on your bills. You're putting in that for yourself. Eventually, it will add up, and your pockets start get heavy. Yeah. So that's basically what he's saying when he says if you have 10 coins, take away and only spend 9. So you may be thinking that I am living paycheck to paycheck. How can I pay myself first when I have all these bills to pay? How can I take away 10% of my salary but I have bills pending? So this leads to the next point that he made. The goal we retain from our earnings is but the start, and what each of us calls our necessary expenses will always grow to equal our incomes unless we protest to the contrary. And confuse not the necessary expenses with thy desire. So what he's saying here is that the more money we start to make, the more we start to spend. And this is very true. It's like having a phone plan. You might have a 10 gig phone plan and then you go to unlimited phone plan. You make that upgrade when you don't necessarily need unlimited because you're home a lot of times, especially with COVID, and you're using your Wi-Fi. So instead of moving up from 10 to unlimited, you could probably get like a 20 gig and save some money there. So it's things like that that we can look into our lives and see what is it that we'll expand on when we don't necessarily need it. And especially with COVID, a lot in our lives have changed. So it's a good time to reevaluate and see what doesn't really make sense. What expense can you really cut? And that will open up the opportunity for you to have more money to pay yourself before you have to take on all your bills. Identified how you can cut down your bills so you can find more leg room to pay yourself first. What do you do with that money? And I think this is the most important part of any budgeting, saving. It's like, yes, you're saving money, but what are you doing it? This money that you're paying yourself with, what are you doing with it? Want to make your money multiply. And I'm gonna read from the book again. The earnings it will make shall build your fortunes. Learn to make your treasures work for you. Make it your slave. Make its children and its children work for you. He's talking about the money. Just putting that out there. So you wanna not just have that money sitting there and inflation coming in and stealing it. Let your money work for you. Let your money become a source of cash flow, bringing in money in and in and in. I can't tell you what to invest your money in. I can only give you options, and but you have to always do your due diligence and do your own research and find what works for you. So this point ties into the next one. You have to guard your treasure. And this is what he says on guarding your treasure. Is it wise to be intrigued by larger earnings when thy principal may be lost? I say not. The penalty of risk is probably loss. Study carefully before parting with thy treasure, each assurance that it may be safely reclaimed. Be not misled by thine own romantic desire to make wealth rapidly. You see them rich quick schemes? Stay away. Stay away from rich quick schemes. Don't put your money into Bitcoin if you don't know what cryptocurrencies are. Don't go into real estate if you don't know how real estate work. Invest in what you know. Investing doesn't always mean stocks, gold, rental properties. Like, investing can just be investing in yourself. So if you know you're good at cutting hair, maybe you want to get some tools, and then you can probably start cutting hair on the weekend or when you have some free time. If you're good at doing nails, maybe you take that money, you get some supply, and you start doing nails. Invest in yourself, invest in what you know. If you have a love for stocks and you want to get started there, research, read books, get more information. So it's your hard-earned money. You're taking this money out before you're paying anyone else. You deserve this money as much as your landlord does for rent or your bank does for mortgage. It's your money. You deserve it. You're going to be careful with your money. You're going to guard that money. You're not going to put it into no quick get rich scheme and lose all your hard-earned money. You're not going to do that. You're going to be careful. You're going to look into what can make you more money. How can you let this money make you more money? You're going to pay attention. You're going to do your research, do your due diligence. You're going to invest in what you know. Invest in yourself. If it is that you have the money and you're doing well putting it away, but you don't know what to invest in, go to your local bank. They'll assign you a financial advisor. Talk to them. They'll probably tell you that you can invest in mutual funds or index fund where it's a hands-off approach. You don't need to do anything more than allocate money there monthly, weekly, whatever your agreement is. That's also an option. So look into your options and see what works best for you. So thank you guys for taking this journey with me. And again, we're here, we're paying ourselves first, we're being smart with our money, we're investing in what we know, and we're letting our money make money so that we can build generational wealth, we can build financial freedom, we can retire early, and we can just live a more happy, fulfilling life. So thank you guys for joining me. Remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.